Hey Ramiro, my good friend.
Hey, Rafa, 1 second. Okay. Yes.
How are you, man? I had to call you because I was looking at your amazing shot of the Star Trails. You remember that the Star Trail shot you captured in Socotra with that dragon boat
Yes.
tree?
Of course, I remember. My only one. My only Star Trek photo. Yeah.
Man, I gotta know how you made it happen.
Well, I had to take several shots, like many shots, in order to have all the line joined together of the trails. So
Yeah.
I took actually like 600 photos,
Yeah?
but I used 400.
400.
Yes,
Amazing.
because of the moon was there, so it was 2 hours that I couldn't use. But when we had the moon set, then I had still 400 photos.
Nice, nice, nice. And what was the story behind the shot? Where were you and why this composition?
Well, this is I think if I don't remember if I remember right, this was around this the center of Socotra Island, the main island, and we find this tree that it was on an elevation point, which allow us to have the horizon free behind it instead of having other trees because it was actually a forest area. Okay,
Nice.
so because of the position of Socotra of 12 degrees north, then the Polaris, the northern star, will be very near the horizon.
Nice.
So the idea was like, hey, why don't we put the Polaris behind the tree?
Yeah.
And then imagine these circles, around, actually following the shape of the tree.
That's fantastic. These trees are amazing, and together with the Polaris, I really love it, and the second polar image. Are they that big? I read that these guys can live for over 600 years, almost 1,000 years, and that they are like 10 to 12 meters tall and with canopies around
Yes.
6 and 10 meters. They are amazing. Are they that
Yeah.
huge? How does it feel to be under one
Yeah,
of
yeah,
these
yeah,
trees?
yeah, 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 yeah. They're massive. So not all of them, but
Yeah.
some of them are really massive. And even you can be in a sunny day,
Yeah.
very warm, and when you are under one of these, temperature drops drastically.
Wow.
Yeah, like wow, how can be so cold under the shadow of this tree? But yeah, they are huge and they're solid, like very strong.
That's cool. That's cool. And how did you plan the shot? How did you plan that composition?
Well, when we find the tree first, we had this idea already in mind, and then we only needed to check like everything is okay. Then we open with PhotoPills the Amplify Reality, and we place the tree in the middle and like start moving until we had the polar star behind.
That's cool.
And then with the movement of the stars that is showing in the reality, Applied Reality, then we were like, okay, this is the place. And then we only needed to just go there and put the camera with all the group, and it looked like a success, and actually was a success. So we were pretty sure that it was going to be good.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And regarding, because you were offline there, no internet connection. Did you have any issues with PhotoPills, or it worked fine?
Good question. The thing is that we had connection like just a few times, almost nothing. So we were like, before leaving, like zooming in a little bit the map,
Yeah.
in the places that we were going to visit, just to have an idea, just to be able to see where we are. We don't need to see in 4K. But then, besides that, then we had this map like in the cache, and then it was perfect. It was okay. The rest of the app was working
Awesome.
perfectly. Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. And regarding
Yeah.
the camera settings and the gear you used and the techniques you used, could you give me a bit of the details on that?
Yes, most of the shots were taken from a low angle, okay, low angle, and in order to have to find this position with the stars behind, and then the settings were I used f2.8, 30 seconds, in order to have the photo with the trail. 30 seconds is not enough to capture 4 hours of movement, but then we take an interval of many different photos. Okay.
Yeah.
Why we do that? Because if you take only one photo, that actually you could do that. You can use the bulb mode, and take only one.
Yeah.
But imagine somebody pass by with a headlamp.
Yeah.
It's gonna destroy the photo, the whole photo, because the whole exposure. Imagine you take 4-hour exposure, it's gonna destroy it in 1 second. But if you take several separate photos, then it's gonna spoil only 2 or 3. Yeah, maybe then you're gonna have the trail with a missing part, but that's better than spoil the whole photo. Yeah,
100%. And what ISO do you use? What the ISO?
I use 800.
800. And why so low?
Yeah, because the idea is, as I already took an exposure for the foreground, I wanted to take care of the colors of the stars. Okay, if you put the ISO or whatever exposure very high, then the stars are gonna lose the color because it has color.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't see it, but sometimes when we look at the sky, we see some stars with like some colors that can be captured.
Nice.
And if you don't take care, you're gonna have those spots overexposed. So putting a low ISO, you take care of that.
Fantastic.
Keeping the color.
And for the stars, did you focus on the stars, on the tree? Where did you focus?
What I did is, because I use a 14 mil, 1.8. I didn't use 1.8 just for optical reasons, because then the results normally are like a little bit washed out. Then I close it to 2.8, and the tree was let's say like 10 meters maybe. Yeah. And what I did is I focus a little bit beyond 10 meters.
Okay.
I didn't do any charge. I do experience there, like, okay, a little bit more. Then I knew already focusing at 10 meters, I will have infinity depth of field. But then just in case, I focus a little bit beyond, a little bit. Then I know that the tree is going to be in focus and the stars as well.
That's cool. Any challenges or something that you learned that day?
Not that day, but I can tell you the first time I did a star trail that I didn't take care of the colors. that's why I learned not to overexpose the image. And so my tip for this is always take care of the colors.
Yeah.
Like reduce exposure.
Mm-hmm. And being in a large group like that, how did you guys manage to shoot for 4 hours together here?
That was challenging, because first, it's already difficult to take a group, do a group session when you're gonna shoot immediately. Yeah. This time was more challenging because we needed to start the shooting in 1.5 hours, 2 hours. So how do we know what is gonna happen when we are not there? Because we was going to leave for dinner and come back like in 6 hours. Mm-hmm. So what we did is like take care of, for example, every camera should not have any light on. Yeah. Like the one that is most disturbing is the orange light, the focusing light.
The blinking one.
So that one, we just put the tape, you know, put black that tape, and that will solve the issue. But sometimes it can be the case that somebody forgets that. Yeah. So we need to double check that. at the same time setting my camera.
Yeah. And nailing the settings and the exposure and everything, right?
Yeah, I thought I was going to lose mine, but I was able to take it too.
Fantastic. The photo is fantastic. I see that the foreground is very, very well lit. A lot of detail. How did you get that amazing foreground?
Are you seeing some light coming from the left?
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
yeah,
images.
yeah. Because what happened is that I took a foreground shot that I actually didn't use before starting the time lapse.
Yeah.
And I had 2 hours of like 200 images with the moon.
Okay.
Because the moon, it took like, since I started shooting, I had like 2 hours of moon. And some of those shots, when the moon was setting, gave very interesting light.
Nice.
So I used those, and I had perfect focus in the tree, in the rocks.
It really looks amazing.
Yeah.
I really love, when we have these lights, moonlight in the foreground. It's just amazing. And in terms of post-processing, what's your workflow to get this image together?
Yeah, actually, it was complex, but not difficult.
Okay.
It's complex because you're dealing with 400 images, which is around 4 hours shooting. But once you use a software that can manage that, I used StarStats, which is a free software, and it did the job perfectly. And once I had all those 400 shots in one shot, then I did the normal workflow of starting from the beginning in Photoshop with that star trail shot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations for the images, man. It's just amazing.
Thank you, Rafa.
Any other challenge something that you learned that night? Because being in Socotra, isolated, and getting the shot, wow, congrats.
Yeah, I know. I only remember things that I have to have always in the checklist that can be easily forgotten, which is, for example, take care of not overexposing the image if you are looking for this kind of shots. And before starting some intervalometer that is going to start in a few hours, take a test shot. Yeah. Like, just check your display and everything's in focus. It's not if you're in a group, any of the cameras emitting light, because if it is, you're still on time to don't spoil the rest of the photos. Yeah, thank you for the tip.
This image is just amazing. What does it mean for you? I mean, that was your first time? Second time in Socotra?
It's the second time in Socotra. Okay. And actually, the first time that I could take the shot.
Okay.
And actually, it's a special photo for me because I don't have star trail shots in my work. I normally take the Milky Way at night. But this was like something that I always was like, when I'm going to spend 4 hours in one shot. But it was the time. It was the right time, the right composition, like minimal, like one tree, isolated, with the star following the shape of the tree. So it was perfect, You have to do it. Amazing.
What's next for you? Are you going to travel to other places with us?
Yes,
I don't remember where you're going with us next time.
My immediate next trip is Iceland.
Oh yeah. Wow, nice.
Northern Lights. So I'm looking forward, and that's pretty soon actually. Yeah.
It's good that you move away from your home territory, Chalten, Patagonia for a while.
I know. I don't know if I'm gonna feel comfortable, but yes, I survive.
Yeah, sure. Iceland is amazing. Man, thank you so much for all the explanations. I learned a lot. And man, I'll call you another time for another question I have.
Just give me a call, Rafa.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
My pleasure talking to you. Yeah.
Bye, man.
Bye.
And now, if you wish to experience Socotra with us in the next PhotoPills expedition, I invite you to join the priority list for the 2026 expedition to Socotra. I'm gonna leave a link to the priority list in the description of this video and in the first comment below. Subscribe and we'll send you all the information of this amazing adventure. And if you wish to learn how to plan and photograph star trails, like the one you're seeing here, the one that Ramiro captured, I invite you to download and study well our super detailed star trails photography guide, and I'll leave a link to the guide in the description of this video and the first comment below. Download it. And as always, if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday in another video. And remember, PhotoPillers, that you have the power to imagine, plan, and shoot legendary photos. Bye!